19, maybe 20 miles round trip.
The cars, they are down in the desert there.
8,000 feet of gain and loss.
We are suffering up the home stretch of Villager Peak.
This is one of the hardest hikes in Southern California. Tomorrow morning, Mark, KD7DTS, and I are going to make our way up Rabbit Peak. Along the way, we'll pass Villager Peak. We're going to drop our overnight gear there, carry on up to Rabbit Peak with a little bit less weight on our backs, and then come back down, stay for the night at Villager, and head out on Sunday morning. Should be a really fun time. It's a beautiful place out here, and it looks like we're gonna have some great weather for the trip. We got some sleep of sorts anyway, and it's about, what, 5:15, 5:20. We're getting some coffee going, and then we're gonna head up the hill. Cheers. Let's do this.
We are getting started from the cars up Rabbit Peak. It is probably 10 till 6, and we've got about 1.5 miles of alluvium across the lower part of the desert here. We're below 1,000 feet in elevation right now. We're really low, and we're gonna end up at Rabbit Peak, 6,600 feet at the top, just over 6,600. And the sunrise is getting good. So that peak right there, that one, that's Mile High, which is a potential bonus peak Sunday morning, depending on how wrecked our legs are. So we'll see how that goes. We're up the first steep step, 1.25 miles in, something like that, and got some more climbing to do. We are 2,000 vert in, a little over 3 miles in, so halfway to Villager, roughly, and 1.5 hours in. So we are making pretty good time. How are the legs feeling, Mark?
Oh, great. This is a beautiful morning.
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling it a little bit in the glutes, pushing myself up the hill. And we got some steeper uphill next. I really like this next section because the cliff just like drops off on the left-hand side, and it's really pretty down into the valley there. So such a cool spot out here, and we lucked out on the weather. This is freaking beautiful. Pretty dang cool. What do you think, Mark?
Awesome.
Taking a quick snack break. Got Villager Peak coming into view up there, right on the ridge. So what, probably a little over 2 miles to go, 2.5 miles, and a little over a couple thousand feet to go. So good progress. The valley below is getting further and further away. Getting into the steep, rocky part of the hike up this ridge. Just before the false summit to Villager, and then the final little dip and climb. Oh yeah, legs are feeling it, I'll tell you that much. Well, we are on the home stretch to Villager. That's it right there. We just got to drop through this saddle, climb back up the other side, and Rabbit Peak is the one off to the right there, a little ways out. It looks so far away, but we'll get there. Village Peak Summit. Not bad. How's it going?
Good, how are you guys?
Good. Good to be here. Here's the road to Rabbit. Why do they make us drop so much before going back up? 4 hours up to Villager, not bad. That's a pretty good time with the overnight packs, all the water. So we're gonna go find our bivvy spot over here, drop some gear, take a little break, 20-30 minutes, and then start our way up Rabbit Peak. What time is it, Mark?
It is 9:56.
Holy shit. Before 10 a.m. That's pretty freaking good. So there's some good little bivvy sites over here. Go grab one of those and take our break.
How much water are you thinking? You thinking maybe 2 liters, 4 liters?
I'm gonna leave my gallon here and bring a 1.5 and a 20 ounce. So
I'm gonna leave 3. I'm gonna fill up my side bottle and bring 2.
Cool. Break time's over. Legs are slightly objecting, but we're gonna carry on. We are 7 miles in and just under 5,000 feet of gain. And we've got about 2,000 feet of gain up to Rabbit, and then about another 1,000 feet of gain on the way back to get back here because there's so much up and down. Kind of sucks, but that's the way it goes. So we are walking down the trail into the first saddle toward Rabbit Peak, and we found a unicorn. It's snow. 100% real snow. You know the street value of this stuff? And here we go, back down another fall summit, to go up another fall summit, to go back down from that, to finally get to climb up Rabbit Peak. It's kind of messed up. I mean, why they do this on this ridge? It's not cool. It's, what, 12:38? And probably be there in the next 10 or 15 minutes. Whew. I think we're in the AZ.
We're very much in the AZ.
Oh yeah, that was a slog. Good to be here.
Woohoo!
Well, Mark found the ammo can over here, so we're pretty sure this is the high point. Oh, Rabbit Peak, it's good to be back. I think pretty freaking cool spot. Nice work, dude.
It's been what, 9 long years?
Yeah. Been a while since I've been up here. Oh, the last time I was up here, I hauled an FT817. Did it car to car in a day. I was in better shape then, that's for damn sure. It's a good way to rehydrate. Cheers.
Cheers.
KO6 BTM. Who's that?
That is D, and this is her KH1, and she was kind enough to let me use it.
That is quite generous.
Very generous. Thank you, D. Oh, there we go. There's Peter, WB6POT. Hey, there's WW7D. AE7I maybe? W0M&A. Awesome. AC6ZQ. W0ERI, I think. Oh, there's Josh, WU7H. Alright, I got the pile up. That was everybody on 20.
Nice.
8 contacts, great signal reports. The bands are firing today. So you want a shot?
Sure, I'll give her a go.
Alright, I'm gonna turn it over.
Sounds good.
That was the world's easiest activation, man.
So the rig I'm running today, MTR2B, pretty much my lightest kit, with a rechargeable 9-volt battery and my RCA jack end-fed 40 meter end-fed half wave that runs both 20 and 40 meters, which is what this rig does. There's John, NT6E, woohoo! There's Ken, K6HPX. Josh. New York 559. KD7 DTS. So Mark wanted the first complete on Rabbit Peak. This is it. Nice, Mark. Well, the time has come. It's almost 2 o'clock, and we are gonna get headed down Rabbit Peak, try to make our way back to Villager, back up over all of those false summits, which are going to utterly destroy me as we make our way back. But that's okay. It's how it goes. We'll edit the suffering out, maybe. Let's get her done. Let's get back to camp.
Done.
Well, there she blows. That's our ridge. The air is a little clearer this afternoon, and we're getting a good view of the Salton Sea out there. Pretty cool. Off to the east, we are suffering up the home stretch of Villager Peak. Almost back to camp. Whew. Well, we found camp, so that's a bonus. I think it's time to get off our feet and relax a little bit, 'cause I'm tired.
Let's operate radio now.
Well, yeah, that too. Mark's getting the pad inflated. We got a wire in the air. And I'm going to make some ramen for dinner because I'm hungry. That ended up being about 15 miles and about 8,000 feet of gain. And probably a few thousand, like 2,000 or 3,000 feet of loss along the way. Dinner tonight is the my staple for backpacking when I want something salty and fatty. Shin spicy black ramen. One of my favorites. This is Mark learning about the MTR-2B.
I don't know how radios work.
As soon as you plug that in, it turns on, so just be ready.
All right. That's good.
Cool. Mark over here working the KH1 with the little loading coil.
This is Josh.
439 in Washington with this stupid thing. It's too funny.
This is just so silly,
Isn't
but it
it?
works. Everybody should build one of these. They're amazing. Go to printables.
Well, good morning. We got some rest. It's probably 5:45 or so. Got some beautiful twilight rolling. We are gonna get some coffee going, get packed up, and start heading down from Villager Peak. Coffee is made. Mark's busting out the fruze balls. So we're having a little snack for breakfast. Rabbit Peak is looking gorgeous in the background and also kind of terrifying along that ridge that doesn't look bad from here, but we know just how much it goes up and down along the way, which is results in plenty of suffering. Today we assessed our water and we think we're good to go do Mile High Peak, a bonus summit on the way back. So that's the plan. Finish up our coffee and start heading on down. Go down some more, go up, come back down, go back up, and then go back down to the car. Yeah, that's it.
God, that's a lot of up and down.
The views down into the valley over here are just so cool. I gotta walk over here. That morning light is just gorgeous. that's Mile High Peak. So we got to drop down into that canyon between the two and then climb back out. Seem familiar?
This is ridiculous.
We made it down to the saddle. The trail is way up on that ridge, and Mile High Peak is way up that way. That is not even close to the top.
To the bonus peak.
To the bonus peak! Whew. This is the loose, scree portion of the climb. We are officially a mile high on Mile High Peak, and I think we need a little run a little SOTA up here since we made it to the top. Here's the summit register and the view all the way down the hill. The cars, I can see them. They are down in the desert there-ish, far, far away. We'll get there eventually. But first, SOTA! Well, mission accomplished. Everything's packed up. I'm gonna take a look in the summit register here real quick, just to, out of curiosity, see who's signed in recently. Come on, here it is. New Year's Eve 2025. Looks like the last one here. That's cool. This peak doesn't get much traffic for obvious reasons. Let's go see how Mark's doing over here. About 9:40 a.m. and we are headed down from Mile High Peak down back to the saddle. Then we got to figure out what to do from there. We are back in the saddle again. Sorry, no serenade today. You'll have to jump back to that other video with Brooks for that one. But we're gonna take a different route up. We're gonna try contouring and trying to not make the huge climb straight up the mountain. Contour method from Mile High was definitely an advantage. It's better than climbing straight back up that heinous steep hill. What, about 25 miles and almost 10,000 feet of gain and loss for the 36-hour-ish trip. It was a heck of a weekend, and it was fun bagging the bonus peak as well, getting that added on. It was nice to get back to Rabbit too. It's been quite a while since I've been up there. I think I might regret this slightly tomorrow, maybe a few days after, but it was well worth it. Thanks, man. Awesome trip.
Good trip.
Any words of wisdom or thoughts?
Oh yeah, the fact that Adam was willing to pretend to be tired to make me feel better meant a lot.
Pretending.
Thanks, Adam.
I was very tired. Across the highway we go, grab the vehicles, and then burgers and beers at Carly's and Borrego Springs. It's gonna be good stuff. 7-3 everybody. We'll see you on the next adventure.